Hello everyone, this is Pony 13 and welcome back to Sherlock Holmes The Awakened. First of all, I'd like to apologize. I ran into some technical difficulties earlier and wound up skipping part of the story here. So, let me just catch you up to speed on what's been happening. We just navigated through the Louisiana Bayou swamp and are currently getting close to where we think Artisan and the other captives are. And you don't really want to see that. It was mostly just me wandering around in circles trying to figure out where to go. We seem to have found a physical landmark. Unfortunately,
careful of the gators, Watson. It is stupidity rather than courage to refuse to recognize danger when it is close upon you.
Just for the sake of it, I'm going to show you what happens until you get too close. You actually do get an achievement for that, by the way. But the tip, Sherlock Holmes, like you see, doesn't exist in Louisiana Bayou. So, we're gonna have to find a way to distract those leaders. This one won't pass, so let's head this way. Not falling water.
Holmes, hand me the rifle. I can shoot the ropes holding a few of those poor souls. Come on, Holmes, give me the rifle. We shouldn't waste time in a place like this. Watson, stay calm, but be quick. An alligator has noticed us.
If the mouse would cooperate, that'd be really great.
That's vicious. That's nature, Watson. Let's try not to annoy them.
Ugh. Yeah, chum time, guys. Real homely. You couldn't have put up a do not enter sign or something? If you'll recall, the clue says, after the bleeding willow chased the crow. Head this way.
That pier looks promising over there, Watson. We're approaching the heart of darkness.
No, that's in the Congo.
This place gives me the shivers, despite the muggy night.
More blood. Untended wound still alive. Same blueprints as you mentioned.
Ashmak dragged Arneson here.
Never mind. Thought I saw his hand divergent. Call Cthulhu is going to find us in the buried.
The smell of burning flesh, just horrific.
Keep away from it, focus on our task, so we may soon leave all this behind.
Bare feet, erratic movement.
A fiery gathering of passions and deception. Thankfully, it's not Arneson.
Bloodied handprint, 4 blood drips.
The hand tied here was bleeding in 4 places. This had to have been Arneson.
Right, because he had his fingers chopped off, remember?
That's a lot of blood, but probably not enough to be fatal. Both ends of the rope were cut cleanly. The captive was dragged through hell. This is not Arneson, just another unfortunate soul. Thankfully, Arneson isn't among the dead. The victim's left hand clawed at the soil. The bloody handprint on this stone lacks 4 fingers. Sunken heels, the result of dragging a heavy body.
I did this crime scene already, so I'm going to try to speed through it.
Days old and rotten.
Yuck.
Damp and mouldy hay. The prisoners were kept like animals, slowly deteriorating under the gruesome treatment. A heavy weight scored impressions in the ground 1 inch deep. The wood is swamp cypress, endemic to the area.
Well, they clearly weren't chopping wood here.
The blood is dry. The axe has not been used for some time. A simple rope. This is how those poor people were crucified. The initials EA are embroidered with silk thread.
For Errol Arneson.
The prisoner's clothes tossed aside.
Partial handprint, thumb only.
Blood was poured over someone, leaving a gruesome silhouette. Blood was poured over someone, leaving a gruesome silhouette. Bowls filled with blood.
Really should be refrigerating that.
A worn blade, but clean and without blood.
Scratches from friction.
The tracks lead behind the stone slab.
What a surprise to see the passageway.
Only this indentation was spared from blood.
I doubt you would have been able to untie yourself. Unless you lost the finger somewhere. Yep. No, that axe wasn't used recently. Yeah, that seems more likely.
Arneson was held captive in this cage until his abductors tied him to a cross and dragged him to the bonfire. Arneson was left hanging here for a while before being freed and led to the altar. At the altar, Arneson's captors performed a ritual on him and poured blood over his head. With Arneson now prepared, he was escorted to the sealed entrance. They used the mechanism with an indentation to open the passage.
The indentation and internals had an object inside it. It must be covered in blood. Yeah, well, there's blood kind of freaking everywhere around here, so... Not sure what that's supposed to be.
Heavy and covered in blood.
Why do these bad guys always have these secret passages and stuff? Who builds this for them? We always just happen to have an engineer on hand who specializes in secret passageways. Like, is that excuse me. Like, is that a requirement for being recruited by a Cthulhu cultist?
Darn it. Something is wrong with my lantern. Give me a minute.
I won't wait for you. I'm going in.
Yeah, we all know how that's gonna go. Yeah, I can see the advertisement now. Wanted. Engineer with experience to build secret passageways. Must be good with stone, wood, hidden in metal. Must be willing to worship the great old ones.
What?
Well, this looks familiar.
Woe betide those who take it.
I'm gonna take it.
Walk away.
You can't tell me what to do.
Let the unknown be.
Excuse me, have you met me?
That's human skin and still warm. What's happening?
This should feel familiar by now, Sherlock.
Deja vu, and not in a pleasant way.
Right. There's the door. And here's me. Real nice place to visit. Really makes you contemplate your place in the universe. Alright, I was still working on this puzzle when we had our technical difficulties, so I'm going to show you what I'm doing. First, we need to visit the moon. In place? Oh, I just saw something moving up there. Oh, that's a big whatever it is. Come back around, I want to see it again. There it is. Oh, it's a guillotine blade. Unlock those in place. Alright, let's get a closer look at this pathway. be great if I could just go this way, but... No. Here comes the ingeniousness of the puzzle. Gotta go back through the mirror here. And now a leap from the lion's mouth. Just like in Just like in the last crusade. I like that puzzle. That's a good one.
And now, axes? What on earth for?
All the better to chop you in half, Sherlock. Oh, let's see what happens if we hit like one. This is...
Now it is glowing, but why?
Deep scratches, dried blood. Il... Nah. It's probably not their sign. Whoops. As puzzles go, this one doesn't seem particularly. Oh, this one's really moving. That's not helpful. Just let me around in a circle. Am I supposed to get hit by certain axes? Ah, I see. Not that one. That one looks like it. Nope, not that one. Oh,
There's that glow again.
kind of looks like verse 9. I'm sure I could write these down. I think I see that one. No. That one.
I hope that was all. I can't take any more.
At last, the lantern's working again. Holmes, I'm coming.
Oh, we switched. Mr. Watson.
Holmes, what are you doing? Sitting in a place like this?
How did you get here? How did you get through the maze? Tell me, Watson.
What maze? I walked straight up to you. You saw me.
Do not lie to me, John. How did you get out?
Sherlock, what happened? Are you feeling all... Oh, heavens. Is that Arneson? Why didn't you mention him? Stay put. I must check if he is alive.
I just need a second, John.
You need more than a second, Sherlock.
The unknown, beckoning, great one, lightning!
Please tell me there are no eels inside Arneson. Blunt trauma to the cranium, dilated pupils, lips moving without a sound.
Brain trauma.
Cold sweat. 3 ribs fractured. Pulse is racing, 110 beats a minute. Severed fingers, the wounds are inflamed. Arneson is delirious after all he's endured. We can't get him to the boat in a state like that. It's dangerous to us and him.
Need to do some thinking. Now, I think I'm missing something.
This is Dwale, induces sleep and relaxation.
That sounds useful.
A gluey decoction. The smell is herby but sharp. It appears burnt, judging by the color. Salvia divinorum provokes visual hallucinations.
Arabic.
Hard to tell what it says.
I may have to. Let me forget. Please let me forget.
Pokeweed berries, though they appear harmless, the whole plant is lethal. Odorless, watery, and hard to identify. Pharmacopoeia, listing drugs, effects, and directions for use.
How to treat without killing. This book is a helpful assistant on your journey to becoming a competent pharmacist. Every drop, crumble, or grain of a substance can bring a sick patient back to life, but it may kill him if dispensed carelessly. It is crucial to know what can help and what can kill. Each chapter provides a brief description of every substance used in pharmacy. Remember, be precise, be patient, learn from the mistakes of others. From the mistakes of others.
Some kind of amanita mushroom. Extremely poisonous.
Death cap. Someone's been sleeping down here.
I can't decipher that text.
I have a feeling that whoever was down there, they didn't like what they saw.
The nightmares these poor souls had to endure. I wonder what this language is.
Abandonis Portuguese at a glance. It's kind of like Spanish. I just think every person was trying to think. Where's Sherlock going? Oh, there it is. beats to worship the great old ones too.
The walls are spinning. Let me catch my breath.
The deep water calls, rejoice for he is coming. Prove worthy by giving life to the great wolf. Consistency. Liquid. Odorless. And snake venom. Snake venom typically looks like yellow water. There's no impurities or foam. A few drops of snake venom diluted or mixed with other substances can be used as a muscle relaxant. 1 drop per 80 pounds should be enough. Odorous and gluey brown constructs on herbs. Jelly. Ginger. Ayahuasca. Ayahuasca is a brown-colored paste used in rituals across the Amazon basin. It causes visual and auditory hallucinations. Created in South America, the decoction's main ingredient is a local plant known as yaki. Fascinating and helpful for an achievement. No, I don't think we want to give him amanita mushrooms or more or venom. It's warmly. By combining the ingredients in a sedative to calm arms and for transportation can be made. Ingredients needed: dwali and snake venom. John, I know you're a doctor, but are you really sure this is a good idea?
This should help soothe Arneson.
I need some fresh air.
Yes, please go. I'll be right behind you with Arneson. Perhaps you can prepare the boat.
You should know by now that wandering off the road isn't a good gesture. Is it getting daylight? That sounds Sherlock looks in some of the other cases. Finest finery. Studying. The gun may be purely decorative, but it'll give me some.
Festering soul and let me feel. Eyes without purpose and now see the truth. Tear me mind from me flesh, score me festering soul. Phantoms of nothing, we are born to die, filled in the eyes of our eldritch Lord.
Free my festering soul and let me feel.
Oh, please, I wish to return. Free me, let me return. Free me and rejoice.
Eyes without purpose, I now see the truth. Tear my mind from my flesh.
Holmes, are you all right? Here, let me help.
I'm fine.
Holmes?
Not fine.
Sherlock! What the hell were you doing? He almost killed you.
I don't... You're right. Let's go, Watson.
I'm just glad I don't have to be there anyway. Hey, I love the boat back.
Bon Dieu! Still among the living.
We are, though not for lack of trying by the sheriff.
Well, he'd been telling people you died in the swamp despite his trying to save you. Crooked man. Through and through. Wait, is that Mr. Arneson?
Yes, but he's not well. Do you know Lucy?
Belle from the Nymph? That I do.
Please bring her here. Mr. Arneson needs to see a familiar face if he's to have any chance of surviving.
Power of the heart. I get you. Wait here. Errol? Oh, Errol! Reckon we should give him space. Farewells are painful.
No. Tell me that's not true.
Watson?
Mr. Arneson has endured a lot. Lost 4 fingers, a lot of blood, and some of his sanity. But with rest and tender care, he ought to survive those injuries, both physical and mental.
Thank you, Johnny. I'll take care of him. Thank you for bringing him home to me. We'll be all right.
Are you quite certain? Do you have the space? The resources?
I will stay with him at the mansion. It is not a burden to take care of your love.
His property is in quite a state. It may not be the best place for recuperation.
Hush now. Champagne will see it sorted.
Then it's settled. Hear that, Errol? Us living under one roof. Careful what you wish for. Oh, and champagne? I'm about sick of watching that sheriff run riot through New Orleans. We ought to talk.
Funny. I was just thinking that grub did nothing to save your man. Together, I reckon you, me, and Errol have the sway to make some changes round here.
I like the sound of that.
Holmes, our boat.
Oh, we must make haste. Farewell all. Take care.
Chapter 7, The Book from Beyond. London.
Who's there?
Who do you think?
Let it be known that I'm handy with this revolver.
Nonsense, Dr. Watson. As I understand it, when faced with the imperative to defend oneself, one's comrades, and one's nation, you fled.
Jerk.
Aren't you going to introduce us, Sherlock?
Watson, meet my brother Mycroft, Queen's best boy. This is a grim augury indeed, for wherever Mycroft travels, tedium surely follows.
In contrast, of course, to Sherlock, a man whose obsessive pursuit of the trivial tears through the most carefully laid plans like a hurricane. Do you have any idea what you have disrupted?
Your ego is inflated as much as your waistband. What word comes to mind?
You work for the government?
International trade is a delicate beast. Your antics and Edelweiss have jeopardized one of the Crown's richest relationships.
Oh dear. As rich as all the butter you've been slathering on your bread?
We need your help.
What?
There is evil afoot. Strangeness and savagery like I have never seen. Something otherworldly festering in the dark beyond our reach. We have seen things that defy explanation. Mystic forces, magic. You must help us.
It's true.
The British government does not invest its resources in the insane or intoxicated. Pull yourself together.
I know men like you. Men like you grease palms, whisper in ears, start wars, and you send men like me to die in them. You and the rest of your corpulent cronies. Ha! Corpulent, that was it.
Interesting, Sherlock. But as you again drift away from sanity, you find yourself another John.
All right, so the choice is made. I beg your pardon? There is only us. We cannot run from this problem. I shall take the book and Davy's cryptic message to Barnes. See what he makes of it.
Found in the Bayou near New Orleans, the book is divided into sections marked by symbols. One of them has been seen all around the Bayou and near the altar underneath the Port of London. The book is written in an obscure language, but Barnes could translate a few pages. When the storm starts, where the ships fall, Stevenson's guiding light, the last embrace of all the chosen.
As you were, Watson. Do what you must.
Let's have a look around, see if there's anything to see. Guess they don't want you going into that room, so let's go.
Am I mad? This painting wasn't here last time, was it?
No, I don't think it was.
Another sinking near Scotland. By the Strand for all the details. Cool. Thank you, sir.
Storm of the century. The tempest, which many already call the storm of the century, has been raging west over Loch Aver's coastline over the past fortnight. Officials have alarmed by signs of the storm intensification. The storm is taking a toll on shipping and seamen's lives, with 34 ships reported lost. Even as this article was depressed, hundreds of lives hang in the balance, with seamen struggling against the elements. Sadly, the Royal Navy Rescue is forbidden to launch any search parties due to the dangerous conditions. Her Majesty Queen Victoria held an emergency meeting with her ministers of the crisis along our coast, and it was learned that similar phenomena of lower importance are occurring around the world. In other news, French state officials AL is told was going to be moved. AL. What is this?
Get the Strand. Get.
Do excuse me for a minute. I'm going to relocate to other quarters.